Hi guys, Chris here from Amazon Kickstart 2014. Got another video for you, and in this one I wanted to speak about something that has sort of been put on the back burner with the Amazon Kickstart courses and Azon Power Packs, most recently the PLR packs. And out of all the courses and those packs and all the sort of teaching and the coaching on there, one thing that I see time and time again, and of course it's going to happen, is that people don't really have an action plan to make money online. I mean, it's fair enough with all the, as I say, the Azon Kickstarts, and you've got Azon Power Packs which will give you the content to use, but again, unless you're actually taking action on this stuff. And what I mean by that is that is an overused phrase, because taking action could cover a lot of things, and taking the wrong actions isn't going to do you any good at all. But what I would say you have to do to be successful with all of this stuff, whatever industry you're in, whether it be Amazon or ClickBank, is take action ongoing daily towards a goal. So even I would even say, from my own personal experience, when you're starting out, a good goal would be to get 10 sites out there or 5 sites out there. And the reason I say focus on getting the sites out there is because if you focus on making money, so to speak, what will happen, of course you're doing it to make money, but if you put that down as your goal, which is fine, but you focus on the money. So you say, right, I want to make $40,000 a month or $4,000 a month. And you set that as a goal. What will happen is, as you're working through and you're setting your sites up, because it's hard work, most of you will have found that, you'll fade out and something else will come up. And the number one thing with all of this stuff is to stay focused on what your goals are. So making money online is as simple as getting the sites out there. Once you get the sites out there, you will find that things start selling. I mean, I'm talking about just Amazon, but you could do exactly the same thing with any ClickBank site and so on. What you've got with Amazon Kickstart is, I can safely say, is a course that you can follow to make money online, literally, because it's the same process I use to make money when I build a site. Obviously, Azon Kickstart, all of them, I don't go really deeply into SEO and everything that you need to do. And if you want to study that stuff, that's fine, because it will definitely help. But I've tried to make it as actionable as possible. And the key is just taking action on it, keep on going, and don't stop building the site. So that's why I say it would be better when you're starting off to make a target of getting 5 sites out there, 5 sites a week or 3 sites a week, and that's when you'll start to see results, because out of that you'll see a few sales come in, and then you'll have something to focus on. What normally happens is people, they go to get a site out there, something comes up, more products come up because there's an awful lot of products out there, and fair enough, you end up sort of bouncing around and not making any money online. And I wanted to show you today, I've got 2 things for you today. One, I want to show you just proof that it works, and the second thing I want to show you is a product from Erica Stone that will actually tie in. We're not partnered on the product or anything, it's Erica's product, but it will actually tie in with my thinking. I did have a point with all that I've said. Basically, my point is that I will have a 7-day challenge coming up for this for Azon Kickstart, for all of this Amazon stuff. And the way it will work is it will give you a 7-day challenge to get sites out there, to take more action, if you will. I hate that phrase, but to make more progress, to get the sites out. You know, out of everyone that purchases the course, I know just by looking at the figures that let's say if there's 1,000 people that have the course, honestly, I'm not joking when I say only about 20 or 30 will actually give a really good go at creating sites. And honestly, out of that 20-30, about 10 of them will get more than 5 sites out there. Now that sounds, you're probably thinking those numbers they sound really low, and they do, but that is honestly the case, which is brilliant, because what it means for you is if you actually take this stuff by the horns, so to speak, and you really work hard at it, and you get the sites out there, and you set targets that will enable you to make progress, you won't have competition. That's why when I say in the course you don't have to worry too much about competition, you just have to worry about creating, because it's just human nature. I'm not knocking it at all, but in order to get this stuff done is constant effort. You have to keep pushing yourself, you have to set yourself a target to just focus and get these web properties out there. I call them web properties because the other thing that you can do is once you've got the sites up and running, you've then got options. You know, once the site's made a few sales, you can sell it for a profit. Now, obviously you want to build that up, and you want to build it up into so it's making money. But I've sold sites on Flipper that are really good startups for Amazon that have just made a few sales, you know, because it is proven that they sell. And I'll just show you now. So I wanted to show you, this is just a quick screenshot. It's basically showing, and the reason I'm showing you this is it's just a few orders, that's all. It's not the entire orders, but it was taken from a day's orders. There's loads more going down the list, but the reason I picked these out is because you'll notice that the stuff selling are things that I've done example sites for. Now, for those of you that have got A's on Kickstart 2014, you'll know that I do an example site, and in that example site I build a 2-page site and show you how it works, because admittedly you need more than 2 pages to make your site a successful site. But when I'm just showing you the process, how to link the pages together and so on, I do 2 as an example. So this sale here has come from a 2-page site. And for those of you that have got the other A's on Kickstart courses, A's on Kickstart 1 and version 2, I was just thinking then I think it's version 2, but there have been a few of them now, so I do apologise if it's not. I think it's version 2 though, and you will see that I build a site, and on that site I promote boat sets, Intex Seahawk boat sets, and you can see sales coming in for that. And for those of you that were doing the Christmas stuff, the Christmas cash sites and so on, alright, fair enough, Christmas has been and gone, but obviously it comes around every year, and you can see the Furby site that I kept on talking about during the Christmas months, still making sales. So the reason I picked them out is just to show you that every single site you make will be worth something. Now, the way you actually make sure that your site makes money, that's what I wanted to speak about today. And obviously I'll have a product coming up for that, which will be a 7-day action plan. And what it will do for you is make sure that you actually take action and get the sites up and running. There's going to be 2 options. There's going to be a 7-day action plan, and there is going to be a 30-day action plan. Now, the 7-day action plan will be a quick start action plan for people that have got all the materials and understand exactly what you need to do, but having problems getting started. So you don't want a huge action plan that will overwhelm you if you're having problems getting started. If you've got shiny object syndrome, all of that stuff, I'm not knocking it at all. I'm just saying it's a fact. I'm not saying that I'm any different either. We're all the same. Even when we all leave the house and get off the computer and go down the supermarket, all you have to do is ask yourself when you get to the checkout, how many things in your shopping trolley did you go in the shop for? And if you're anything like me, you sort of think, well, I didn't want half the stuff in my shopping trolley, and that's because shiny object syndrome, so I do it. But the way to stop that, and the way to actually make progress, especially with online stuff, is to have an action plan, to know what you're doing, and if you need to, practice the stuff you need to know, so you need to learn the stuff, but obviously I'll include tools that will help there. So I understand the video is a bit long-winded, but I just wanted to tell you about that. Now, I also wanted to tell you about a product. I'll just click on here so you can see it. This product is called Straight Line, the Road to Passive Amazon Commissions. It's by Erica Stone. Most of you will have heard of Erica Stone. If you haven't, she's really big in the Amazon niche. I dare say she's actually bigger than me in the Amazon niche. I've got a lot of sites, but I've seen some of the stuff that Erica does, and she makes a lot of money with Amazon. And what she's done, the reason I'm sort of telling you about this product is if you're wanting, I'm going to do the 7-day sort of action plan and the 30-day action plan, but if you're wanting to get going and actually see another take, because what you've got with all of my stuff, Amazon Kickstart, is exactly how I build Amazon sites, exactly how I make money. And also, I mean, the Amazon stuff is very similar to how I build ClickBank sites as well. But if you're looking for another take, and the reason I've picked Erica's stuff is because in this PDF file, I won't give the game away because it's not fair, because it's actually a paid product, this. But she goes through and you get an entire case study of a site. So she goes through one of her sites, and the reason I liked it is because it goes into things that I've sort of skirted over in the Kickstart courses. She uses more plugins than me, and she goes into more detail about stats and tools that you can use. It's very, very good. Again, I can't show you the entire product, but you can see here the chapters. She goes into stuff like checking your site response times, how quick your site's loading, more plugins that do all sorts of things. But the main value you'll get from this is that she goes through and shows you a site from scratch, exactly how many posts were added. Because one of the top questions I get is, how many sites will it take to make money? And that is obviously like asking, how long is a piece of string? But it's also an important question, because you want to make sure that the stuff you're doing is going to make money. And it's a question that comes up a lot. It's very hard to answer because it is as simple as this. You can build one site and it could make a lot of money, and then you could then choose to sell it, or you could build it up, or you could build 5 sites and then not make you anything, because it comes into a lot of things, especially when you're trying to get ranked via SEO. It's where Google, Yahoo, Bing, it's where they rank you. It's your content, how relevant the content is, how well the product selection is. But what Erica sort of addresses here is showing you all of that stuff. So it's actually showing you a live site that's, and also you'll see, again, I can't really show it because it's a paid product, but you'll see traffic stats, and you'll see how the traffic stats increase with more content on the site. And the other thing I like, again, I won't show you all the goodies that she's got for you, but there's another PDF file here, and there's an assignment pack in there, which is really good. And I've gone through these. Admittedly, I've gone through 10 of the assignments because there's a lot in there. But literally, I've gone through, if you followed the first 10 assignments with your sites, what sites you've got, or if you're just getting started, you will make far more progress, I'm willing to bet, than what you normally do. Or if you've already made progress, it will improve it, because this is really good stuff, and it gives you something to focus on. With all of this stuff, it's a case of actually focusing on without getting distracted. So, I mean, I will cover all of this in the action plan coming up, the 7-day and the 30-day, and it will cover things like how to manage your time, how to split it into hour blocks, half-hour blocks, 15-minute blocks, depending how much time you've got. You know, if you lack time, outsourcing solutions and stuff like that. But if you're wanting to get going fast, I'd say definitely give this this course a look, because it's got loads of information in there that can make you money, and you can actually see a site that is successful from a very successful Amazon and internet marketer. So I'll leave the video there. I wanted to add a bonus as well for this product. the Straight Line, The Road to Passive Amazon Commissions by Erica Stone. If you purchase this through the link below, I will give you free access to this 7-day action plan. So you will get early access. You actually get access before the Warrior Special Offer launches. So you'll get access so you can get going with this, with Erica's product and with mine. Again, they're separate products, but using them together, that's sort of why I'm telling you about Erica's product, because it's an idea that I've had, again, with the Amazon Kickstart stuff. Telling you how to do it isn't enough. I want to produce a product that will give you an action plan to actually manage your time and make sure that you make progress. And what I'm really aiming for, if I'm honest with you, is for most of you just to get your first sale, because that will be the telling sale. Once you get that first sale in, you will either continue and you will either build loads of sites and really go a lot faster because you know it works, or admittedly some of you might think, this is too much hard work, or it was too much, that can happen too. I've seen that happen. But the main thing is getting you to that point. Your first few sales, when they come in, you might as well have made $1 million online for how it feels, because I know that was a big part of it for me. So I'll leave the video there. Pick up Straight Line, The Road to Passive Amazon Commissions, and I will give you free access to the 7-day action plan. And there will also be an option for a 30-day as well. Okay guys, cheers.